Hi guys, it's your island girl and I'm back with another reaction video for you today. And today I'm reacting to 10 things American thinks all British people do. And I'm getting this one from What Culture. The link will be in the description below. Please go over and show them some love. Tell them your island girl sent it their way. All right guys? So, 10 things American thinks all British people do. What can I think of? Go to the pub. 1. 2. What do they do? Have dark humor. 3. What else? I don't know. I'm guessing here, guys. I'm just guessing. I'm just messing with you. So if you're new to my channel, it's your first time here, come on in, rap back, put a smile on your face and enjoy. To all my regular schmegglers, day one, to the post, come on in, rap back. Put a smile on your face and enjoy this reaction with the island girl, okay? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Guys, this is a way to help the channel if you really enjoy this channel. Yeah, this channel and this video, hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. All right. That's the favor I'm asking from you. Let's get into this video. Here we go right about now.
What culture?
What culture?
I'm not sure if it's immediately obvious from my accent, but I am a British person. Now, there are a lot of British stereotypes out there held by American folk, and some of them are true. Look at me, I'm slightly posh, sarcastic, and I hate you. However, speaking as a native Brit, I'm here to dispel a few of the commonly held misconceptions about the great British public.
Okay.
I'm Adam from whatculture.com, and here are 10 things Americans think all British people do. Number 10, we drink.
I know, I just have to pause before he goes any further. Baby, your accent is on point. I love it. I know he not going to watch my video, but Lord, I tell you guys, tickling me fancy as he started. Let's continue. Number 10, we drink tea.
Tea. Brits are as famous for being tea sippers as they are for breaking into fits of prudish tears at the sight of a slightly phallic sausage. And sure, tea is a common social lubricant, something to offer when people come over, but I hate tea. Most people I know don't drink it, and if anything, Brits are far more likely to ape their American cousins and develop an unhealthy addiction to coffee. Costas and Starbucks are everywhere in Britain, but dedicated tea houses, not so much. Number 9, we like to queue.
Hold up. So you're saying that British people don't really like to drink tea? Well, I'm going to agree with him here. I guess it's a stereotype then, because that's all you hear. British people love their tea. They don't back when it comes on to their tea. They just have to have their tea. But he's saying that is not the case. Let me know in the comment section, is that actually true, guys? You guys don't really like tea like that? Or is he just pulling my leg?
British, I know how to queue, says Martin Freeman in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This is, weirdly, a stereotype that says a lot more about the accuser than the accusee. Brits don't think about queuing. We don't pride ourselves on it. We don't relish the opportunity to do it. We just don't kick up a fuss about it. Maybe we're slightly more patient. Maybe our spirits are broken from living in places like Milton Keynes. But it says more about everyone else's inability to wait patiently, that they think that just because we do, that we rate it as part of our national identity. Number 8, we speak like the Queen.
Okay, I see what he's saying. But you do queue. I saw it contradict. But you guys are known for queuing. Majority of the videos that I've watched and seen is like, look, we just like to wait patiently, and we do it in a form, in a patiently manner and in a respectful manner. We just queue up. That's it. One and done. So I don't get it. But then I can get what he's saying, that it is not necessarily, it's the accusee that always think that that's what we like to do best. But I don't know, guys.
Queen. Okay, I'm not the best person to decry this particular cultural archetype, but we ain't all posh like a Madge. Sure, our prime minister is so posh that he once put his dick in a pig's mouth, but we don't all follow in his well-bred footsteps. Heightened RP is scarcely heard in Britain anymore amidst all the Cockneys, Geordies, Scousers, Manx, Mackhams, Brummies, and Ouija's. Know what all those are? Cool, moving on. Number 7, we send all our kids...
I know what those all are. Different accents, baby. Yes. So that one is definitely a big stereotype. You don't all sound like the queen and sound posh and all. And no, you're not. I'm familiar with that. You guys, as I learn on here by reacting to videos about the UK, I just realized British people, they have a lot of different accents, and I love them all. Whether I can understand them or not, just tickles my fancy, baby, every time. Like I'm listening to him, I'm like, oh, baby, sexy. Number 7.
To posh schools. Again, one of the problems with most of our top-ranking government officials being from the tougher end of the privilege spectrum is that it creates this perception of British parents as the cruel sort banishing their sprogs to Eton, whereas huge swathes of the public go to state schools, all of which are served by headmasters and teachers who go beyond the pale to try and give kids a proper future. I mean, sure, here's a picture of my school in Jersey, but again, this isn't about me, people. Number 6, we obsess over the royal.
I've heard that. We do believe that a lot of Americans really believe that kids in the UK goes to posh, top-notch school, and it's mainly private, and because they're so uniformed and stuff like that, they're like, it's not anything like we have here in the US. It's definitely a different way, and you're upper class, and like he said, all posh. So. But then I just did a video the other day was explaining like, no, our private school is our state school is our public school, and the public school is what is called private school. I know I got that right. It better be right. But and the schools are so grand and the way that they look, but it's not the case. It's just not. So we obsess over the royals. Number 6.
Royals. Okay, this one's harder to deny, considering that in the past few years, the British public have humiliated ourselves at the royal wedding, embarrassed ourselves with the royal birth, and snivelled in deference of the Queen's Jubilee. But other than that, try to believe me when I say that most of us really don't care that much about the royals. Our newspapers are sickeningly deferential to Her Royal Madge and her brood of big tooth relations, but A, so is the media in America, and B, the vast majority of the general public are too busy being ground down by our everyday lives to give half a crap about the rich lady and her magic house. Number 5, we live in...
See, I did not know that. I thought that it's not, I don't think it's a stereotype. I think, well, let me put it this way. I think the whole world think that British people love the Queen, or think a lot of the Queen and the royal, just think a lot of the royal family. So that's a shocker to me, in a sense that it says she's not loved like that, or the royal family is not loved like that within the British people. I don't know. It just, that one's kind of sound out there to me. We live in London. Now, this is a big one.
London, or on a postcard. Here are the 2 places that people think British people live. The cosmopolitan heart of the country, London, or an English country garden in Buckinghamshire. Sorry to dispel the romance, but here is Hull, this is Slough, step right up Milton Keynes, and how are you doing Leeds. There's a lot of grey area between the extremes of the big smoke and bucks, and I emphasise the word grey. Number 4, we eat awful food.
That's one that I've come to step out of it. I'm not in the category of everybody who believes that. I know it's different places, guys, but because you always hear people say, so where in London you from? I don't know. I think one of the reasons why people always say London, I think it's because it's so well known. And then people just shoot for that when they're talking to somebody. And because you don't hear somebody say, oh, I'm from Glasgow, I'm from this, I'm from there, I'm from Wales, I'm from Scotland, you don't really hear that. You understand? And so everybody just run to London because that's what you tend to hear a lot about. From anywhere in the world you are, that's the first. If you talk about the UK or talk about London, England, London, you understand me? So yeah, that's a big one.
Why does everyone think we eat steak and kidney pie for breakfast, lunch and dinner? Jamie Oliver, Tom Kerridge, the Hairy Bikers, British Bake Off, Gordon Ramsay, Heston Blumenthal. We have a huge global presence as great cooks, constantly reinventing British cuisine. So go yourself, everybody. Number 3,
That's a big one. I used to hear that British food is bland and they don't know how to cook. But I've come to realize that is not the case. Period, point blank. And a lot of people really do believe it, guys. A lot of Americans really do believe that, but they're running in the same category if they do believe that. If they do believe that as well, because they don't really know how to cook it. They don't know how to cook as well. So listen, pot calling the kettle black, pretty much. You guys understand what I mean? That's an interesting one.
Maintain a stiff upper lip. Apparently, a lot of people think that the Brits are still living in Victorian times, that even the act of wry smiling would break our faces wide open. Truth is, lots of the British are reserved, but believe me when I say this, the Jeremy Kyle show tells a very different story. And as anyone who's walked home in any British city at midnight on a Friday can tell you, lots of the British people are the shrieking, bellowing, vomiting type. Number 2, we go to the pub all the time. Okay.
So that one, yeah, you tend to hear like, they're like snobs. They don't like to smile. They're grouchy. They're miserable. I used to hear that when I was a kid, Even in Jamaica, I say, British people don't really smile. They're kind of more snobby. They're rude. But as I got to look at the UK and listen to British people, I'm like, there's a mix of everything. Like in any other country, it is what it is. It's like there's the ones that you're gonna find the same thing in every other country. The ones that are not, they're not funny. They're grouchy. They're miserable. You know what I mean? The ones that give just tell you like it is, they don't like it, being sarcastic and yeah. So that one, but I lean to the side of no, that's not the case. Number 2, we go to the pub all the time. Now that one I'm guilty of. I'm guilty of that, and I'm positive a lot of Americans guilty of it, and not just Americans, from all around the world. I'll speak for them as well, because you always hear about the pub when it comes to people that are in. Yeah.
Okay, look, I know I just made the last point, but go with me here. A newer British stereotype that has risen to the fore in recent years is that we're all alcoholics. To be honest, of all the things on the list, it's probably the most accurate. The drinking culture in Great Britain is a teeny bit of a problem. But, it's not all centered in the pub, at least. Not when you can buy 6 cans for £5 and drink them in the park. Number 1, we all have bad teeth.
Okay, so I saw like he agreed with us. He's agreed with us that all British people like to drink. Listen, guys, if he saw like it, he's like, look, we don't have to go to the pub. We just can go to the shop and get a £5. Nah. You guys just like your alcohol. And I don't see anything wrong with that. It's all in moderation. That's how I see it. Number 1, I've heard this the other day on somebody else's channel that he said we all have bad teeth, and it was a stereotype. And I'm like, I've never had that impression about British people before. Where did that come from? But I realized that's a huge thing in America. But I know you haven't said it yet, but somebody explained in the comment section why that is the case, and I'm like, oh. Now I get why they would think that way, but this one is a very new one to me. In Jamaica, I didn't really hear that either.
Teeth. I'm just going to put this picture of Austin Powers here. So yes, I've got gigantic teeth, but they're damn straight, thank you very much. It's been a popular gag across the pond that people from the UK have awful teeth. Well, it turns out that not only is that not true, but according to a study published last year in the British Medical Journal conducted by equal parts British and American dentists, the UK on average has significantly higher dental hygiene than the US, with fewer stains, fewer cases of gum disease, and fewer missing teeth.
Oh!
Suck it, Uncle Sam, you and your false rotting dentures. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments. Don't forget to like.
I love the way he ended it. Woo! I said something like that's funny. But that's good to know if that's the case. To say, look, we have better teeth than you people in the US. Don't get it twisted. Better hygiene. We do a better job at cleaning. Less gum disease. Less rotten, no, gumless. Yeah, we got it all because we outbeat you guys. There you go. But a lot of those things that are mentioned, a lot of Americans think that way about British people for real. And it's not the first I've heard some of them that is on the list. Like I said, the last two, I just heard of those two. I've never heard of them before. I think it's the last two, yeah. But with that, guys, I hope you guys. And with that said, guys, it's the Island Girl, and I'm running out of here. I did enjoy this one. Like I said, guys, some country they look at British people a certain way, and for Brits they may look at American a certain way. They may look at Jamaican a certain way. They may look at people from Asia a certain way. It's just how it is. You know what I mean? And we've all grown up in a society like that where we think, okay, once we hear one thing, we tend to believe it until we hear something different. Because the majority say that's what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm running out of here. Be good, be kind, be safe, love each other. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys. It really helped the channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe to your girl channel. I really appreciate it. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another one. Okay. Bye.